Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in. My name is David A. Qua and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're a brand new visitor to my YouTube channel and you don't know what my videos are all about, I normally talk about movies, comic books, video games. I do hauls, reviews, unboxings. If that's the type of thing you're into, you may want to check out my other content. If you like what you see, do subscribe. Today we're actually going to take a look at my video game controllers collection. All the video game controllers I've used through the years. We're going to talk about the new features through the years, the button layouts, the different consoles I've had it for, and we'll just go from there, okay? There's a ton of video games systems out there, and I've had controllers for each one of them. You can tell I'm a huge hoarder. A lot of these video game controllers don't even work anymore. You know, the whole reason why I buy more is because the previous ones don't work anymore and stuff, you know? That's why I have so many, you know. You rage after losing in Street Fighter or something, so you throw your controller across the room and then you have to buy another one, and I just kept the old one around. So let's go ahead and get started. Well, first of all, let me show you what consoles I have them for. Over here we have PlayStation 1, we got PlayStation 2 right here, PlayStation Vita, this is no in particular order by the way, PlayStation 3, PC, we got PlayStation 4, we got the PlayStation Portable, we got the Nintendo 2DS, we got a special controller for the Nintendo 64, we got it for the Gamecube, the Wii, the Xbox 360, we also, well, the Xbox 360 also takes the Kinect to input controls, you know? Like dancing games and Kinect Star Wars and stuff like that. You control it by using the Kinect camera. By the way, while we're talking about cameras, I also have the PlayStation Eye still attached to my PlayStation 4 as my PlayStation 4 camera. I also got these Tiger games, okay? These Tiger handheld games, they're video games too, you know? They have their own button layouts. We're going to talk about that too. So let's get started and talk about them in greater detail. Let's go ahead and start left to right. PlayStation 1. PlayStation 1... they don't really change from, you know, the current layout. When the PlayStation 1 controllers first came out, I don't know if you guys realized this, they did not have thumbsticks. Okay, it was just this normal, you know, D-pad and face buttons and stuff like that. This is a third-party controller from what is that? Interact. Okay, but as you can see, there's no thumbsticks. Okay, they didn't add the thumbsticks until much later. So that's pretty cool. The PlayStation 2 controllers, same layout as we have today pretty much. But the difference is that it has pressure, you know. You can actually press it, like if you want to throw a grenade or something, you press it in a certain way and you hold it for a while. And basically how hard you press, the game knows that, okay? So that's the thing about the DualShock 2 is that... you know, how hard you press. Let's say you want to throw a grenade and you want to throw a farter, so you press the button harder and stuff like that. Okay, that was a new feature that came with the PlayStation 2 controller. I also have here some third-party ones. This is from Mad Catz. I don't know if you know about Mad Catz. They make fighting game joysticks and stuff like that. Okay, I think they're still around today. So this is a controller that they had for PlayStation 2. Okay, and here's another one I have. This one's also from Mad Catz. I buy a lot of, this one's really, I consider this is my default when I play PlayStation 2 games, because it's much more comfortable than these. See, it has the grips and stuff, you know, I use this a lot, so there you go. I guess we can talk about the PlayStation Vita and PlayStation Portable, you know. This is my first PSP. It also has one stick, okay, and the normal face buttons, but it also has an L1 R1. Unfortunately, there's no R2 and, you know, there's no second thumbstick, so when they made the PlayStation Vita, they added a second thumbstick, plus you can input through, there's a touch screen, there's a touch pad in the back and stuff like that. All the other PSPs look the same, by the way. PlayStation 3, this is a third-party controller I bought from my roommate when we were playing the games together, okay? It has turbo, you know, and stuff like that. But this is the DualShock 3, the 6-axis is what they call it, okay? What you can do with this one is that you can move it around, like you can move your controller around and it actually knows, like there's a game like Call of Duty 3, for instance. You can actually turn like you're trying to turn a valve to turn off the gas or something, you know, and you can actually do it like this, you know, lean back and forth. That was the new feature with the PlayStation 3 controller. You can actually, it knows when you're leaning the controller a certain way. This is for the PC. I mainly use this. As you can see, it has the PlayStation layout. Okay, Steel Series. It has turbo on it. I don't know. It doesn't. This one doesn't work anymore. These are PlayStation 4 controllers. They all still work, by the way, because my friends come over and we play 4-player games, so I had to buy a controller for each one of them. New features, touchpad. Okay, it has a little touchpad right here. There's a new share button where you can use the stream. This is what I press. If anyone's wondering, hey David, how do you stream on Twitch and on YouTube and stuff? I just press this button. And then it says, do you want to stream on Ustream, YouTube, Twitch, Dailymotion? I just press that button, pick one, and I'll just sign in and stuff like that. Has a special light. Basically, the PlayStation Move is built into it. Pretty cool. Nintendo 2DS, unlike the 3DS and the regular DS, it doesn't close up. But I have this special casing around it so the triggers be much more easy to access. More, it's got a circle pad and stuff like that. Pretty cool. All right. Also, it's touchscreen. Okay, you can use a stylus to input. Now, here is an interesting story. The Nintendo 64. I don't know. I don't have an actual Nintendo 64 controller, but I know some people out there. They know what they have played with an actual Nintendo 64 controller before, and I bet you they never found it very comfortable. All right. They've always thought it's very awkward, just the shape of the Nintendo 64 controller. It's really weird. So I bought this one. It's called the Super Pad 64 Plus. It's normal, because I don't know. It's like It's like the thumbsticks used to be like here, it's like normal, and then the thumbstick would be down here. So this one's much more ergonomically correct. You can actually access this. So when you play like fighting games or something, it's much more easier to play on Nintendo 64. Like let's say you want to play Super Smash Bros., the original one on Nintendo 64, or there was a Mortal Kombat Trilogy. This one was actually more comfortable to play Nintendo 64 games on than the normal gamepad, okay? Some people may actually like the gamepad on the Nintendo 64, but for me, I just prefer this one a lot better, okay? It just looks better. It feels more right in your hand, okay? GameCube. I use the GameCube on my Wii, so I can play games like Resident Evil and stuff like that. They actually take it. So, it has the normal stuff. Triggers, thumbsticks, buttons are very nice. It's got a big A button right in the middle. Nothing too crazy about that one. The Wii, what an interesting story here, right? We use the Wii Nunchucks. You attach this one at the bottom right here, and they had like different attachments for the Wii. Like if you attach this thing at the bottom right here, it's much more accurate. Like if you want to play a shooting game or whatever, where you have to, like a rail shooter or something, this one will make it much more accurate. So I always use this one over this one. So when I have friends come over, they would always take this one, so because I'm used to it. And this is called the Nunchuck. All right, you attach to it. I basically use motion controls. I have the sensor right here to attach to a Wii. Okay. Xbox 360 controllers. I have multiple different ones. They all still work. My friends come over and we play 4-player games on Nintendo 64. Xbox 360. Here's the regular controller for. Oh my gosh, Xbox 360. I'm getting my games mixed up. There's so many of them through the years. As you can see, there's the pad. The Xbox One came out, and it's about the same thing. I never had the original Xbox, though. The original, I don't know what you call it, Xbox Prime. So, I know it was like a huge controller. It was wide, kind of like the Dreamcast. I never owned a Dreamcast, so I don't have a Dreamcast controller, but it's really wide, It's a fat controller. This one's a lot more better for me. And I personally, I think the thumbsticks are a lot more better position. Like, sure, on PlayStation, there's a lot of symmetry, but I always thought this is the better way of holding your controller, okay? I thought it was more comfortable. There's your little home button right there. Triggers, and you actually can see the battery pack pops out. I've never found it very, because I hold it like this, you know, and it's very uncomfortable. So I always use the wireless controller. It doesn't have the big battery pack in the back of it. So whenever I play 360 games, I always use these controllers. This one's from Mad Catz also, you know, same thing. But the you notice the triggers, they're very far away compared to this. You know, they're really close together. The distance between, you know, you see it? The distance is too long, so it's really annoying. The Rock Candy controller here, I'm actually very, like, it's smooth, it's more comfortable for me. It's smaller, you know. So I always use this, but recently I've been using this more because it's more, I like the thumbsticks on this one more. Okay, it has grips, it's more rubbery. This is all plastic and slippery, so your fingers fly out. Let's talk about the Tiger controllers. Every single game is unique. Like there's a ton of them through the years. They had like a Full House one. They had Aladdin and Little Mermaid and whatever, you know. They had tons of these through the years. Some of them actually have just one big button and one big button. You know, there's like a jump button over here and whatever. It's these controllers, they're never consistent. But I have here a Jurassic Park one. So you press up to climb. You press down to go forward. That's really weird, right? Here's your powers and stuff like that, you know, little features. This one's fine. The Mortal Kombat and even Street Fighter, they have regular controls. Press up to go jump, crouch by pressing down. Oh, there's a high and low punch and a high and low kick for Mortal Kombat, but it's just punch for Street Fighter. Just a left and right kick and one punch button. Interesting. Okay, and then to connect, I guess, you know, you wave your arms in front of it, you hold your arms in one place, and it'll select the thing, okay? They made the Connect 2 requirement mandatory for Xbox One when it first came out, and then everyone hated it, so they got rid of it, okay? So now the Connect 2 isn't used as much, but I think it's still being used. I actually bought the Xbox 360 to play some of the Connect games, you know? Like Connect Star Wars, Connect Disneyland and stuff like that. You can't play that on PlayStation, you know? Even Connect Sports and stuff like that. They're really fun games to play. Although I do have a Wii too, so yeah. That's all I have to say. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I mean, I know I play, you know, arcade cabinets. I know what the Super Nintendo and the regular NES and the Atari joystick and stuff like that look like, but I never actually own it. You know, I never actually own those systems. So these are all the ones I have, and that's it. I think if I compare my collection to your collection, you know, that's a lot of controllers. Okay, I know a couple people actually own every single video game system out there. They have like a huge collection on their wall. They have like shelves of the different systems. They just sit there. They're probably not even working and stuff. But yeah, I have friends who would ask me to come over to their house and say, "Hey, David, bring your yada yada controller," and I'll be like, "Yeah, I have one. I actually have 4 of them or whatever. So yeah, bring some more. I'm gonna have, you know, Tony come over and have Paul come over too and stuff, and we'll play together. And thanks to me, everyone can join in. You know, we don't have to play a 2-player game when there's a 4-player games available and stuff. You know." Actually, one of the reasons why I actually got this controller for Nintendo 64 is because they always gave me the sucky controller, the one that has the button that's not working and stuff like that, you know? So it's like, darn you guys, I'm going to get my own controller, and turns out I got the better one, so now they want to play my controller, you know? They want to play the one that I have because it's more comfortable and more ergonomically correct, you know? Yeah, so that's my controller collection. I don't know what you guys want me to talk about next. Memory card collection? I don't know. but yeah, those are all the video game controllers I own through the years. So thank you for watching, everyone. Rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. If you like this video and you want to see more, just subscribe and you'll see more. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.